I'm Kelly Reeves, and we are back with Worthington's Kitchen after quite a long time away. So today we have an exciting dish prepared by an exciting guest, Tina Hamblin. Tina, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Tell us what you're going, well, first of all, let's start, you've got a food stand, right? Tell us about the food stand and when it got started.
My mother and I, we was been always barbecuing at our house and stuff, and everybody said, you should start a restaurant and stuff like that. And we did a competition and we won. And so, and a couple of her friends always said you should do a food stand. Rest in peace to Rona Cleve, that kind of pushed my mom into doing it. And a couple of her friends kept on pushing her to do the food stand. So we started doing the food stand. Our first one was, I believe it was Turkey Day. We got into it. We did very well. And then we started doing it from there for the regatta. Our food stand is Z&Z Barbecue. We do barbecue and ribs.
I want to just, before I forget, and then we can come back to this too, tell us about this dry rub.
Oh, dry rub. Everybody always wanted to know how we season our food with, and she started making her own season, and she's like a pro at making a lot of stuff. So she started doing her own season and doing our ribs and put it in her own food. So I was like, hey, we should start selling the season, and it went off from there. And as far as it got is to Hawaii. So,
really?
Yes.
Awesome. So how do you sell it? How can someone get that?
They usually, some people just stop me in the middle of the store asking me to buy some.
Sure.
Or they just inbox me on Facebook if they want some.
Okay, so that'll be incorporated into this dish that we're making. Okay, and the dish we're making today is?
Seafood gumbo.
Yum.
That everybody pretty much, I get sold out at all my food stands. And
so this is something that is on the menu that they can get at the food stand?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about seafood gumbo. Was this something that your mom made when you were growing up, or?
Pretty much my mom, both my parents were from Mississippi.
Okay.
And then she moved down to New Orleans at a young age. And so she kind of started cooking Creole food a lot. So then she started cooking seafood gumbo up here, and a lot of people said, what is that? Right. I do not like seafood, I don't like
That's
crab.
Not the meat and potatoes we're used to,
exactly.
Right?
And then when they started eating it, they're like, wow, this is amazing, So yeah, then she started cooking it up, and I kind of asked her, I said, we need something different on the menu. Let's try seafood gumbo. I don't think people's gonna like that. And I was like, they're gonna like it.
Yeah. Tell me just a little bit about the New Orleans, the Cajun cooking. If someone doesn't know about it, what's the main flavors?
The main flavors is the cayenne pepper.
Okay.
And they're usually, what you see in most of their food is like green peppers, onions, and celery.
Okay.
And the dry rub to make the roux.
Okay.
You make your dry roux, and that's the hardest part of the seafood gumbo. If you burn it, you got to start over.
Sure, sure.
So
that's what you do to thicken it up at the end.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go through the ingredients. Let's do that. I know this is a little bit different to us Northerners. Yes. Okra. Some people like it, some people don't. But let's go through everything, start to finish here. What you're going to put in.
Okay. We got crab meat, shrimp, a Dewey sausage is spicy, and you have mild.
Okay, so there's mild and spicy?
Yes.
Okay.
And it gets more flavor to it.
Okay.
We also got chicken. And then we got the vegetables as okra. People kind of slide by with it because they don't like the slime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of break it down.
It's the texture, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's not, does it have much of a taste?
No, it doesn't.
It's just the texture.
The texture, but it has really good benefit for your body.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we like that. Okay.
And then the main course is the celery, onions, and green peppers.
Okay.
And you got tomato paste.
Okay.
And then we got our Z&Z dry rub and black
Awesome.
pepper and cayenne pepper.
So those are all the ingredients.
Yes.
So let's go over to the
Let's
stove
go.
and get this thing started. Huh?
All right, let's go. How I start my seafood gumbo is I put in the chicken breast, and I put in the andouille sausage so we can get that flavor going.
And these are all ingredients you can find in town here,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
There goes that okra.
Okra. And some of you don't know what the okra kind of look like. And you just let that cook down. And then we get the dry roux.
Okay. This is where you're going to lose me, because I can mess up a roux really easily.
You just have to make sure you keep on stirring.
Yes, right.
Keep stirring.
You can't just walk away from that.
No.
What are you looking for as far as when you know it's done?
Okay.
What, like a,
Just a little thickness,
okay, I can see it thickening there.
thicken it up,
Okay,
and you don't want to get it any darker than this.
okay.
You kind of want it like chocolate.
Ooh, it does look like chocolate. Now, is that really spicy?
No,
No.
just
Okay.
plain.
So that's like, what's in the roux? Can you give us a secret?
Oh, that's a secret.
Okay, all
That's
right.
a secret.
Fair enough, fair enough.
That's a secret. Okay, when it gets like that,
Okay,
you put a tomato paste in there.
okay. And how much you got there?
See, I don't measure.
I don't measure either, so I know that. People will ask me for a recipe, and it's like
That's
I really
one-
have to think about it.
So you kind of want to cook the
Oh,
tomato
that's-
paste down just a little bit.
Okay. And this is on high heat or medium heat?
Medium.
Medium
So
heat,
you
okay.
Don't
Want to scorch it.
scorch it.
Like you said, if you burn that, then you've got to start over, right?
Exactly. We got our green peppers, onions, and celery.
Okay, and that goes into the roux.
Yes, and you want it sweat.
That's going to add some moisture, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And you're using a cast iron?
Yes, you have to use like a skillet,
Okay.
what we call it, and you have to use a skillet to make the roux.
Okay.
So you kind of want to kind of stick it all together.
Okay. So it's kind of just, it's still chunky, right?
Yep.
So you got to stick with this dish, right? You've got to stick with the roux. You've got to stand right here. and
Yes, pretty
keep
much
stirring.
every Louisiana food, Creole food, you have to stand by the
By the stove.
stove. Until you smell like the onions and celery and green
Right.
pepper, you're getting close to being done.
And you haven't added any more liquid to it.
No.
No. Okay. Because I probably would. Oh, that's getting too dry. But no, don't add any liquid. Okay. And you boiled the chicken and made the broth, correct?
Yes, yes,
Right?
I did.
Okay. So this is all homemade. It's going to be good.
Now, can you smell the onions?
I can.
I wish we had some smell-o-vision.
It does smell good. There's nothing better than onions cooking.
Exactly.
Onions and garlic.
Okay, so you kind of set that and wait and see if this is boiling.
Now, if you were to do this like you're doing it at home, would this be something you'd be kind of simmering all day, or
I do.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
kind of
I
start it in maybe a
In the
morning, late morning?
Yep. And you
Okay.
just let it. More you like simmer the whole day, tastes better.
Low and slow is always
Yep.
good, isn't it? And that chicken's just kind of shredding up in there.
Oh yeah.
And the andouille
Andouille.
sausage, is that like a Cajun
Yep.
sausage as
See-
well?
yep.
Okay.
When it gets to start simmering, you start adding it in there
Okay.
slowly,
So kind of slowly adding.
and then let it
stir.
dissolve into the.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember when it was like, looked like chocolate?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to look like. Oops.
That's what we're going for?
Going
the broth is going to look like that.
Kind of look like that.
Okay. So now you're going to have your first probably stand gig on
the regatta.
Okay.
And I usually, some people just stop me. You know, there's other ones, smaller ones. So last year I did it by myself, and especially a lot of my friends came and helped me out.
Oh, sure.
Because my mom passed away.
Yeah, and sorry to hear that.
And I thought I was going to be done with it, and they kept on pushing me to keep on doing it.
Is that, your mom would probably want that, wouldn't she?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I kind of appreciate my friends, Cindy Coster, Margaret Burns, Sook, my kids.
That's awesome.
So they kind of pushed me to keep on doing it. Thanks to the community of Worthington to let me back into it. So and you just let that kind of simmer down for a little bit, and then you add the shrimp. And the crab meat in there. And you just let it cook, and then you add the season.
So you add the crab meat, and you don't cook that ahead of time. You put that in.
You just put it in.
You just put it in and let it. Okay. So this all goes back into the big pot.
Yes.
Correct. So you don't have to prepare that. Otherwise, you don't cook it or anything. You just throw
it in
crab meat and the shrimp in. Okay. Juice and all.
Yes.
Okay. That's probably the good stuff. Huh?
You got that flavor. Okay. It's simmering. And then we add our shrimp. That's your very last item that you put in your seafood gumbo.
How much shrimp is that?
That is like a pound.
A pound of shrimp.
A pound of shrimp.
And 2 cans of crab meat, correct?
Yes.
And a couple chicken breasts? Is that
Yep, couple of chicken breasts.
Okay.
So I'm used to making a big pot.
Sure.
This was a challenge for me.
It is harder to cook for fewer when you're used to cooking for an army.
Yes.
I do get that, yeah.
And then we use our Z&Z dry rub.
Okay, which you can find.
No, you can just inbox me.
Inbox Tina, and you can get some of that.
Or you come to my food stand, it's always there.
And you've got it for sale there.
Oh,
awesome. Yeah. Okay, you're putting a generous amount in there. Okay, now what's that?
This is black pepper.
Black pepper. Okay. All right. That's some pepper. Okay.
And you just let it cook slowly.
Slowly.
All day. And here's the finished project. You see how the roux do?
Yeah. That is really, really chocolatey looking. Good. Okay, well, I can't wait to taste that. Here we go. Let's plate this up.
All right. First, we put some rice in there. And then we dish up the seafood gumbo. And it's a good day to have a seafood gumbo because it's really cold out there.
It is. More like the February that we're used to, right?
Exactly.
Okay, should I or shouldn't I?
That's up to you.
I think I will. Okay. Here we go. That's got some heat.
Yes, it does.
Just what you need on a cold February day. Well, Tina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And tell us again where we can find you at the regatta.
By where all the food stands are.
Okay.
And I usually sell it out of my house. On Facebook, I usually post it on there. So if anybody wants some gumbo. And then Turkey Day, I'll be there. And then other open events, so.
Okay. When it gets warm out, you'll be
Yeah,
there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That'll do it for Worthington's Kitchen. I'm getting back to the gumbo.